Shalom, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham Yahushai, Bahasham Rachakwadash. Double honors unto our apostles and elders, a great millstone that rule well. Much peace and blessings to all you sincere Akim out there that's pushing this 100% truth with all sincerity, faith, and with charity. This is your brother Osh from the Great Millstone Miami Camp, coming back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai. Lord willing and edifying. In this lesson, I want to go into an article, that's published June 20th, 2021, year of hastening the coming of Yahweh Bahasham Yahushai, and it's titled, but first off, this is from Blacklisted News, and the source is Daily Dot, and it's titled, Texas power companies remotely raise temperatures on people using their smart thermostats. Texas power companies remotely raise temperatures on people using their smart thermostats. And this shows you that these so-called smart devices, this whole smart technology, the whole Internet of Things that this devil is pushing, which is all a part of his great reset, his fourth industrial revolution, is not meant to make life easier for you, to make it more convenient or better, It's simply to give the so-called elite, the rulers of this society, more control, More control and more power over your life. And when I say I'm talking about these everyday average people throughout the world. All your smartphones and your smart TVs, your smart cars, all these different smart, everything smart thermostat, smart refrigerator. They want to make a smart toilets, smart sinks, everything smart. And all these different devices, they want to hook them up to the internet. And it's to place you into a digital prison. Let's read a little bit of this article and go get some scriptures. And this is to show you that when it ultimately what it's coming to is they want to hit you with that MOB, which is we know is the radio frequency identification microchip, which this devil is going to use for more control. You got a lot of these people that that'll say, "Oh, why would Esau put a chip in you to control you? That's conspiracy. The government doesn't care about you. Oh, they already have your phone to track you." All this nonsense people say to try to downplay the truth. Well, this shows you this something that's so petty as them raising the temperature on you will show you what they want to do. It's all about control. All right. It says power companies in Texas are remotely raising temperatures inside of some customers' homes amid the state's ongoing energy shortage. And right now you have record-breaking heat throughout the country, throughout the world. It's going to be a very hot summer. And these devils, they use all of the resources of the earth, and then they want to say it's a shortage so that they can limit what you do. You see, it's never a shortage when they need energy or when they need to to power whatever devices and things that they got going on. But they're going to limit how much you can tap into, which that's all a part of what they want to do with this whole great reset and this, what they want to call green energy, and they need to recycle everything and reduce everything because there's not enough resources. It's all a part of Esau's problem reaction solution. Houston resident Brandon English, whose home has an internet connected smart thermostat installed, was shocked to learn of the practice after his wife and infant daughter woke up sweating. Speaking with KHOU 11, English stated that despite his wife turning down the temperature before taking a nap with their 3-year-old child, the temperature in their home rose significantly. They'd been asleep long enough that the house had already gotten to 78 degrees, English said, so they woke up sweating. Okay? And it goes on, but let's jump down. The issue comes shortly after the Electric Reliability Council of Texas, the state's power grid manager, called on customers to reduce their energy usage and adjust their thermostats to 78 degrees. Some questions continue to be raised about the resilience of the privately run grid in the wake of the devastating snowstorm last February that resulted in widespread power outages. Right? If brothers remember, in February you had a deadly snowstorm in Texas, and a lot of people died because their powers went out. Okay, and it came out how Esau was turning people's powers off, and a lot of people died. A lot of people froze to death because they didn't have power to warm their houses. So this all shows you that all these different smart devices and different smart technology that's giving Esau more power to control your life. You see? Let's look up, some of these smart devices. Let's look up smart devices. Okay. See something. Which I'm on using the Wi-Fi right now, and this Wi-Fi is pretty slow because I got my airplane mode on so no one calls me. Okay, let's look at these different smart devices. You see, they got a refrigerator, smart light bulb, smart oven, smartphone, smart car, smart cameras, smart wall outlet, smart printer. See, smart coffee maker. They want to make all your daily devices hooked up to the internet. You see? You see they got the smart thermostat right there. See with the dial on it. Let's see if I could get something with a definition on here. But basically, smart devices are your regular everyday devices and appliances that you use that's hooked up to the internet, and Esau is collecting the data, and on top of collecting the data, he's able to manipulate your different devices without you knowing, and without you having anything to do with it. Okay? Smart doorbell, smart locks, smart watches, smart keychain. You see, this devil is crazy, but people think we're crazy for saying he wants to put a chip in you. Right? Okay, this is the so-called Internet of Things. Internet of Things, which, Apostle Hart goes into that all the time. The Internet of Things describes the network of physical objects, aka things, that are embedded with sensors, software, and other technologies for the purpose of connecting and exchanging data with other devices and systems over the internet. You see, so they want to connect everything to the internet. All right? And they had a movie. I don't know if brothers can remember this movie. They had this Disney movie. Came out back in '99 called Smart House, okay, which is predictive programming. And okay, they made it a comedy, but basically the house was ran with artificial intelligence, and everything in the house was able to be controlled by this chick which the chick was basically artificial intelligence. She wasn't real, okay? And that's where you get the whole Alexa and Siri this, Alexa that. And they showed you in the movie that the house turned on them and basically kept the house basically locked them down in the house to the point where they weren't able to do anything without the house say so. And we know Esau is the one that's going to control the house. You see this? This is what they want to do. All right, you see the smart house. Everything is controlled. These men want to monitor how many turds you drop, how many hours you sleep, okay? Who you bringing into your house. And it's all coming down to what Esau want to come with now, called the Internet of Bodies, okay? Which this is a step further from the Internet of Things, okay? The Internet of Bodies is an extension of the Internet of Things and basically connects the human body to a network through devices that are ingested, implanted, or connected to the body in some way. And what that, do you already know what that brings to mind? Okay, once connected, data can be exchanged, and the body and device can be remotely monitored and controlled. You see, so it's all about control. The Internet of Bodies. Check this out. And you see what they have on the related is Great Reset right there. You see? But check this out. See that who they have? Esau and and Eve. But look at Esau. You already see? What did it say? Microchip implant right there in his hand, between the index and the thumb. They got a cochlear implant. They want to put an implant in your ear. And they're going to tell you, oh, it's so that you can have super hearing. But what Esau going to do, they're going to put voices in your head. Self-lacing shoes. Okay? Wearable UV monitor. Augmented reality contact lens. Okay? And they showed you that in the first purge. When they had the contact lens you could put on your eyes, and you'll see what Esau wants you to see. Okay? Augmented reality, meaning they're going to change reality for you. Okay? They got the so-called black woman. All these different devices they got her hooked up to. And this is so that Esau can track everything you do, track all your movements, your thoughts, okay, and to control you. Fertility measurement device. You already know what Esau is going to do with that. He's going to control whether or not you have children. You see? They want your children. Temperature sensing they want to give your baby a smart pacifier. What is that for? Wearable baby monitor. Internet connected toilet. So they want to know if you did a number 1, number 2, how long you was on it. Okay? This man is crazy. But we're crazy for bringing it out. But obviously this is what he wants to do. But the so-called white man has always been crazy. So I don't understand how this is such a shock to you, to our people. But this goes to show you where this man wants to go. And if he's so petty to raise up your temperature on your house, what you think he's going to do with a fertility measurement device? What you think he's going to do with a microchip in you? Okay? What you think he's going to do with a chip in your brain? Okay? So people will think, well, why would he do this? Total control. That's why. He wants to be the Most High. That's why. He wants to know everything and in control of everything. Okay? So let's get some precepts on this. This is the book of Luke, chapter 16 and verse 10. He that is faithful in that which is least is faithful also in much. Okay, so if you can trust somebody with a small thing, you could trust them with something big. Lord willing, we are the true servants of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and of that elect. The Lord has entrusted us with this gospel, with this word, and to do the work. And if we maintain until the end, he's going to trust us with true power and authority in the kingdom of heaven. And he that is unjust in the least is also unjust in much. So if Esau will go as petty as to turn your temperature up in your house while you're sleeping, whether it is to, boost your electricity bill to get more money out of you, or they so-called conserving energy, which that's BS. What you think he's going to do when he has power over everything in your house, over whether or not you can have children, or whether what you hear, what you see? Okay, come on, man. But our people, you gonna allow him to put these things in you? You gonna allow him to give you his so-called medicine? Because this is what you need to survive. Knowing this man's track record, knowing how he brought your ass over here in cargo slave ships against your will, broke apart your family, and made you work against your will without payment, okay? To this day, shooting you down in the streets, but you gonna allow him you're gonna give this man control over your whole body. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 33, and verse 19. Or start at 18. Hear me, O ye great men of the people, and hearken with your ears, ye rulers of the congregation. Give not thy son and wife, thy brother and friend, power over thee while thou livest, and give not thy goods to another. Okay, so you're not supposed to give anybody power over you. You're supposed to be your own man, so to speak. The Most High gave you, the power to rule over yourself. You're not supposed to give another man control over your life, control over, your wife and your children, or give your wife or your children control over you. And give not thy goods to another. So if you hooking your house up to the internet and everything you use, your car, that's giving over your substance to Esau, who is the last man you want to do that with. Lest it repent thee, and thou entreat for the same again, right? Because you're gonna end up begging. That's what it means to entreat. You're gonna have to beg him to allow you to use these different things. You're gonna have to beg. They're gonna put a lock on you're gonna get a smart refrigerator. They're gonna put a lock on your refrigerator, and you're gonna have to beg Esau for you to get the food out of it. You see that? They put a fertility device on your woman. You're going to have to beg Esau so your woman can get pregnant, man. That's pretty much it on that. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. You see? And you getting all these different smart devices. I know some brothers may have Alexa, this or that. We know Esau is watching us. Okay, but it's a certain line where you stop. And we know that line, okay, is leading up to the mark of the beast. That's you're going to give Satan an advantage over you. For we are not ignorant of his devices, right? We understand what this devil has planned. We clearly see what this devil is doing. It's the book of Micah, chapter 2, verse 1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. Talking about the so-called elite. When the morning is light, they practice it, meaning they do what they thinking about, because it is in the power of their hand. Right, these devils that have been given the power from the Heavenly Father on the left-hand side to do wickedness on the planet Earth. They have been given the fatness of the earth. So they're in control right now. They have power, and they're totally greedy over the power. They are never satisfied. They want more and more and more power, more and more control. They'll never stop. This man won't never stop. Verse 2, and they covet fields and take them by violence, meaning with the sword, just like he stole America and many other lands on the planet Earth, and houses, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house. Okay? Which you know, a house can be your family. It can also be your physical house, your domain. And Esau wants to literally have control over everything that goes on inside your house. They want to come up with these smart cities where everything is monitored and controlled. They want to do away with you driving a car, and they just have AI cars driving around. They want to be in control of everything, man. And that's what the 5G is about. Them building these different towers. That's so that everything can have a quick access. Everything could be quickly in tune with the internet. So there's nothing that can be out of the grid, so to speak. They need the service everywhere. They need a strong enough service everywhere so everything can be connected and run efficiently how they want it to run. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. You see, so Esau will never have enough. They want your soul. They want to put you on a digital database and control everything about you, break everything about you down into zeros and ones and manipulate it. And this would be their form of salvation on the left-hand side. They want to build their kingdom of heaven on the left-hand side on earth, man. Verse 3, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, against this family do I devise an evil, from which ye shall not remove your necks, neither shall ye go haughtily, for this time is evil. Okay, and we originally know this was talking about Jake, but the so-called white man is in for a rude awakening, man, because the Most High is going, as the scriptures say, okay, when he's about to fill his belly, the Most High is going to rain upon him while he is eating. So the Lord is not going to allow this devil to fulfill his new world order. His enterprise will not be crowned with success. The scriptures say he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. So this man is gonna lose, even with everything he's coming with great wrath, because if he have but a short time, like the scriptures say, but he's going to lose. All right, the fact he has to go and be as desperate as he is to do all his pettiness shows you that he's going to lose. And now, Lord's will I close it out with this. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 12, and verse 10. Never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Right, so you're never supposed to trust Esau. If Esau, whatever Esau say, you're supposed to, of course, filter it with the scriptures, but you're not supposed to listen anyway. 99.9% of the things he say is lies. And it's meant to deceive you. Okay? They tell you it's for your convenience. Oh, it's to make your life easier, to make it faster. Oh, it's so you can watch YouTube videos faster. That's why we got the 5G and this and that. It don't have nothing to do with that. This is so that you won't get the thing. This is to boost your immune system. No, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Verse 11, though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rest have not been altogether wiped away. And that's what these people waking up in sweats is finding out. All right. Verse 12, set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place. And you linking yourself with all these different devices, you're setting him by you. It's going to come a time where we're going to have to separate ourselves from this man's system and lean upon the Lord. Right now, we have to deal with it to a degree. We have these phones, and you know what I'm saying? Brothers may have a smart TV. You know, I get it. You can watch different apps and whatnot. I got that. But it's going to come to a point we're going to have to disconnect from all these things. Neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Right? Because eventually he's going to physically prick you, like we read with the internet of bodies. He wants to take it to the next level, which is to stick you with that chip, to give you that implant so that you can be monitored and controlled fully. Verse 13, who will pity a charmer that is bitten by a serpent, or any such as come nigh wild beasts? And Esau Edom is the serpent. Okay? And you are 2/3 of our people here in Babylon the Great, as well as the wicked of our people around the planet. They thinking they can charm Esau. They thinking that he's benevolent. But they're gonna come to find out that this man is plotting on them. And they're gonna get bitten with that poison. Verse 14, so one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him in his sins, who will pity? Okay? And 2/3 of our people are going to be defiled with him in their sins. They're going to find themselves bowing down and worshiping the image of the beast to the point where they receive his mark, which is that chip, man. Verse 15, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou begin to fall, he will not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Right? They're coming up with more ways how they can control you and ultimately destroy you. In the name of science and technology and future and all these things they like to promote. He will weep with his eyes, but if he find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood, right? He's not satisfied with just killing you. He wants your soul. He wants to have everything in his grasp. So we see where all these things is going to, all right? And I just wanted to bring it out through the Spirit. Lord, when it was edifying, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yabushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash. Double honors to our apostles and others, a great millstone that rule well. Until the next lesson, Shalom.